There's one, there's another one. There's the other.
The iconic Monument Valley is not just the backdrop of countless Hollywood movies. It also encompasses the sacred home of the Navajo, or Dene as they call themselves. It is a tribal park, not a national park. They are a nation within a nation, and it is important that visitors respect their unique status. There are two campgrounds near the park. There is a fairly new KOA, and then the well-established GOULDING'S campground. We enjoyed both on our visit. Frost on the picnic table. John says one of
where the hoses leaked real badly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it
Had a hole in it?
yeah, all these little accordion shapes, there's a leak between two of those.
Oh.
And it was coming out. I had to rotate it up so that the leak wasn't where the bottom was.
Right.
But that's just no way to run an
And they had the one you wanted in
Exactly.
the store here at the KOA.
Exactly.
We're going to leave the bikes here at the KOA locked to the picnic table and go check out the 17-mile drive through Monument Valley, and I'm hoping there might be some hikes. It's 46 degrees outside. It's gorgeous, but boy, I'm hoping it warms up a bit. It's 11:30 already. It's still only 46. Nice laundry, nice shower area.
That's your dog area.
Gonna be hotter than H in the summertime though. They got horses over here. You can go on a get your butt sore day. There are two ways to enjoy the 17-mile drive: in your own car or via a guided tour in an open-air vehicle. You can arrange for a tour either at the park or outside of the park. In fact, there are tours that will pick you up right at your campground. RVs are not advised, but our van with our upgraded suspension and extra ground clearance did just fine.
Neleje hahot elan leon so ajata the north window go.
And what does that mean?
How was it when you went over there?
How would you say, yes, it was good?
Oh, Najone. Well, there's a tenne, and then there's a napaho, which was mispronounced by the Spaniards. and said Navajo.
And then Kayenta is actually
Te means a fog where animals went to drink, but when they tried to get out, they never came out and they just kept falling into that waterfall or puddle of water.
so.
Called Te. And later on, just mispronounced to Kayenta.
Okay. Thank you. Tell us your name.
Ashkida Lawai,
What does it mean?
a guy that runs fast.
A guy that runs fast. Do you run fast?
Yeah, a long time ago when I was younger.
I think it's time for another experiment in the Omnia oven. I'm going to make monkey bread, and my ingredients are these biscuits. I'm going to cut those up into smaller pieces, and I've got about a half of a stick of butter, some pecans, and some cook and serve butterscotch Jello. You have to use the cook and serve kind. You can't use the instant. Sometimes it's a little harder to find this, but that's what you have to use for the one that I used to make at home, but using frozen bread, rolls. So first I gotta melt the butter. Minutes, I think it's done. John will be my guinea pig. Is it good?
This ain't gonna last.
Weirdest thing I've ever seen. This guy has a soaker hose. I don't know if you can see that, but he's trying to fill up his tank using a soaker hose. Obviously, he's laughing. John's gonna give him a hand and loan him our hose. There is only one hike in the park that you can do without a guide. It is 3.5 miles and circumnavigates one of the mittens. Here are the rules, and here is the trailhead. A wow view. It's snack time. Taking a break while we do a time lapse. You let me go. You're just messing with me.
There's one mitten, not the other one. There's the other mitten. Now what's that over there? Is that the ski cap?
We are leaving the KOA today. We're going to go check out Goosenecks and Valley of the Gods. And then we're going to camp for 2 nights at GOULDING'S, which is just a few miles down the road, and check that one out. We are at Goosenecks State Park. I think you better be careful. Wow. Wow. I'm going over there where there's a railing. This is worth $5.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing. Seen this car now. This is the 3rd time.
Got headrest. How'd that happen? He's a sweetie, isn't she?
Yes, and the owners just told me it has a Corvette engine in it.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, and disc brakes. They drive it all over the country.
Oh.
They have 2. They have another one at home. A different. What kind of Woody was the one at home, John?
It's a 50, but it's a wagon, and it's all original.
Pretty sweet. I don't know how they keep it so clean. They took it down Valley of the Gods. Valley of the Gods is an 11-mile dirt road on public property. I would call it the poor man's version of the 17-mile Monument Valley Drive. But if you're looking for dispersed camping and have decent ground clearance, this is a great option. Great boondocking spots out here. GOULDING'S is a 640-acre property originally established as a trading post by Harry Goulding in 1928. He is responsible for John Ford selecting Monument Valley as the backdrop of the 1939 movie Stagecoach, starring John Wayne. The property is now home to a lodge, museum, gift shop, and campground. The campground is full service with convenient laundry, a small indoor swimming pool, and most important to us, several short private hiking trails.
So what are you making us for breakfast?
I'm making an egg scramble with vegetarian sausage. This stuff looks gross, but this one's actually pretty good. It's an apple sage flavor. I don't know the brand. I'll have to find that. Anyway, I'm going to cut this up, scramble some eggs, and then put it on toast. And you better like it. Oh, and you said you wanted some American cheese on it.
Yeah. Right on top.
Oh,
yes.
it's got cheese on there. It's not a bad view. One of the ways that I like to keep the van warm on these cold, brisk mornings is to bake something in my Omnia oven. And this morning I thought I'd make some pumpkin bread from Trader Joe's. Has a nice mix. It's as good as any. And I'm going to make that. And then we also picked up some of these Lily's chips. I like Lily's because there's no sugar in them. They're sweetened with stevia, which is a plant-based product. And so I'm going to throw some of these in there and see if that makes it even better. Calls for 2 eggs, a half cup of oil, and a cup of water. It has been 40 minutes, and we're going to test it for doneness with a toothpick. It's coming out clean. I think it's done. But the box also said let it sit for 10 minutes or so. So I'm going to let it sit there. There are a couple of short hikes around the campground, so we're going to go stretch our legs and then come back and have some of that pumpkin bread. The trails are pretty darn steep. steep one.
Gonna stay in this moment. I don't need to feel lonely. I am finally home at last. And I don't mind being gone on adventures for a while. No, no. 'Cause the best thing about it is I know I'm coming back. Oh, oh. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why I'm always feeling homesick. Oh, all I know, all I know, all I know is this is where my heart is. Oh.
We spent 4 days and 5 nights in the valley and still didn't see it all. But we always like to leave something for our next visit to magical Monument Valley.